Hello, California Job's daughters. I hope you're enjoying the California staycay so far. I'm so excited for you to join me this beautiful morning. I'm Jennifer Anderson, and I'm the Grand Bethel Guide, and I will be guiding you in a Sunday morning yoga practice. So why yoga? Yoga is a great way to exercise and strengthen your body and clear your mind. It's a great way to spend a few minutes or even up to an hour just focusing on mindfulness. It's so easy to forget how strong we are, and yoga allows us to take the time to recognize how beautiful we are and how strong our bodies can be. So all you need today is a yoga mat. Right now I'm outside, so I decided to put my yoga mat on a beach towel. You can also have a water nearby in case you get thirsty. I also like to tie my hair up so it's just not in my way when I'm trying to practice my yoga. If you've never done yoga before, or even if you're an experienced yogi, it's always okay if you can't do something. Yoga is never supposed to hurt. You're always supposed to push your body to as far as it can go, but that's part of your practice, is being mindful of how you need to practice yoga. So if something hurts, say your knee, or something just doesn't feel right, it's always okay to just take a step back, maybe sit out that exercise, and just continue your practice. So let's get started. Today we're going to start in a child's pose. To get into a child's pose, we want our knees out at a comfortable angle with our feet together. I like to put my knees as far as my yoga mat, but you can put them wherever is the most comfortable for you. Then we're going to walk our hands out and lay our bellies on our leg and walk all the way out, putting our forehead on the yoga mat. Let's take 3 big deep breaths. Now in our child's pose, we're going to work on threading the needle. To thread our needle, we're going to put our right hand out and take our left hand under our right arm and face our right. If this is a little uncomfortable, you can take this right arm and place it behind your back, so it's just a bit more gentle of a stretch on your shoulder. And 3 deep breaths. To get out of this, we're going to put our right arm back down and take our left hand out. Now let's work on the other side. We're going to put our right hand under our left and lay down. Now breathing is a super important part of our yoga practice. It helps get oxygen to our muscles so we can be strong and our muscles won't get too fatigued. So let's take 3 deep breaths. And back into our child's pose. Child's pose is a great stretch for whenever your body is feeling a little bit uncomfortable in the rest of our practice. So if anything is painful in any way, never be afraid to go back into child's pose. That doesn't make you weak or bad at yoga. That's how you're going to become the strongest in yoga. It's not just a physical thing, it's for our minds as well. So if our minds are healthy and strong, they'll let us know that we don't need to push ourselves way too hard. It's okay to take a step back and do what we need. After child's pose, we're going to go into a tabletop position. So for tabletop, we want our knees under our hips and our hands under our shoulders. I like to tap out my feet when I'm in a tabletop. It really lets my legs know that it's time to wake up and it's time to start working. Now we're going to do something called a cat-cow. It's 2 movements that are in together for one overall pose. So for cat, we're going to take our belly buttons and push them all the way up to the sky. like a scary cat, and put our head down, really curving from your shoulder blades all the way up through your back. Next is cow. For cow, we want to release our belly button, so we're splaying our abs or pushing our bellies all the way down to the ground and looking up. Let's do 3 cat-cows. Cat and cow. Cat and cow. One more. Cat and cow. Very nice. Now we're going to go into a downward dog. For downward dog, I want you to tuck your toes up and now really spread those fingers. A really nice wide hand is what gives us a great foundation for putting weight in our arms. So once your toes are tucked, I just want you to press up and put your hips up in the air. If you want to keep your legs bent, that's perfect. Or if you want to straighten them, that's great too. So let's push up and breathe 3 times. Now we're going to walk our feet forward towards our hands. And this will be the start of a forward fold. So our full forward fold is when our legs are straight and our hands are just reaching down towards the ground. For you, that might be on your thighs, on your shins, or all the way down. Anything that you want to do is great. But for right now, we're going to bend our legs, lay our belly on our thighs, and put each elbow in each hand and lay down. This is a great stretch for our entire spine. Now you can hold this or rock side to side. Really just relaxing that whole spine. And let those hands down to the ground. Now, for the first time in our practice, we're going to stand all the way up. What I want you to do is tuck your belly in towards your spine. Put your bottom down first and let your head be the last thing that comes up. So we're taking our spine and really stacking each little vertebrae, each little bone on one on top of the other. Now we're going to go into a mountain pose. For mountain pose, your feet can either be a little bit a little wide apart or all the way together. And we're going to reach our arms all the way up and together. And we're going to go into something called a steeple grip. So for our steeple grip, we put our hands like we would in the attitude of prayer, cross those fingers, have our pointer fingers up to the sky and our thumbs out. And we're going to reach up towards the sky. Right now, you should really feel the strength of your legs and the strength of your core or your abs all the way up. Now we're going to reach up and over to the side and back up, over to our left and back up, over to our right and back up, and over to our left and back up. Great job. Let's release those hands and come all the way back down into that forward fold. So you can walk your hands and stop wherever is comfortable for you and go down. Awesome. Now just for some fun, let's practice some balancing. Now, like everything else in yoga, balancing is a great way for you to see where your body is at and just to take note of how you're feeling that day in particular. So, if you don't really feel comfortable balancing, a great way to start is just put that toe on the ground and push your heel into that ankle. So now we're going to go into something called tree pose. So you can either leave your foot right here, bring it up to your shin, or I like to put mine all the way up to my thigh. And the key is to really push this foot into that other leg so we're creating tension in our body. And this is the best pose ever because we get to go into the attitude of prayer. And this is really part of the pose. So you're going to go into your attitude of prayer and just press your arms together really tight. And if you're feeling really balancing, you can close your eyes, but I don't think I can do that today. So let's just hold this for 3 breaths. And if you're feeling really strong, you can reach those arms up above you and go into that steeple grip like from before. Great job. And now let's shake it out. Whew. Now let's try our other side. So remember, you can always have your foot on the ground, heel pressing into your ankle, on that calf, or all the way up. And once again, let's go into our attitude of prayer and breathe 3 times. And let's see, can you do it? Press those arms all the way up into that steeple grip and strong, nice. 1, 2, 3, and shake it out. Great job practicing our balances. Now we're gonna head to the floor to finish out our yoga practice. So all we're gonna do is lay down all the way flat on our backs. We're gonna practice something now called a supine twist. We're gonna take our right leg and bring it all the way up with a bent knee into our stomachs and really squeeze it in, get that nice stretch. Now we're gonna push it all the way to our left side, flipping over, but keeping this right hand on the ground. And I like to look towards my leg, but you can also look away. This is a great way to twist that spine and just release any tension that you might have. And to get out of that, we're just gonna lay back down on our backs and put our foot down. Are you ready for the other side? Let's go. Bring that left leg up, over, flip all the way to the side, and put our left arm back. Look towards it. A nice stretch. Now this is my favorite part of our yoga practice. This is called Shavasana. All you do is put your arms either by your side or at your belly and lay down and think about how strong your body is and just try to focus on how your practice was today. And you can lay here for as long as you want. And this is a really important part of yoga because this is how our body soaks in what just happened. So take a couple minutes, relax, and just be so proud of how strong your body is. I hope you enjoyed our practice today. I am so proud of you for trying something new. Yoga is just such a great way for us to exercise not only our body, but our minds. I hope you look more into yoga. There are so many videos on YouTube and classes all over the state. I hope you're enjoying this California staycay, and I hope to see you in some of our activities later today. Stay safe out there, and I hope to see you all so soon when we can start traveling again. This is Jennifer Anderson with Guiding Star Hugs and Kiwi Kisses. Bye!